How are you guys doing today? Welcome back to Pokemon Pharaohs, episode 37, I believe. Yeah, 37. Alright. This episode we're going to start off with a bit more whale hunting, just to make sure nothing bugs out or breaks for anyone who tries to play the game. Just walk through his multi-purpose. Let's try and get the hell out of here to not fight anything in that town. I don't want to fight anything that is not in the grass. I think it's level 50, level 70, and then one level 100. But it looks like all of these are good, which is amazing. I'm still curious when I randomly accidentally put a 7 in the beginning of the wild battle encounters and just ruined them. I just broke them. I didn't ruin them because they still worked after I fixed it. It's not like they're unable to be fixed. I was saving it for level 70. We also had items left back over here, so at least it's not like we totally just came over here just to run away from 30 whales. And killing all these does absolutely nothing besides experience and the HP stats. HP EVs. They're just there to help tell a story. Where is this? Oh. I mean, I guess we can heal real quick. Back to killing the whales. Clearly, they're overpopulated. We gotta get rid of them, right? Either that or they're actually very underpopulated. These are just all the ones there are, and we're just seeing them, killing them all as they come. Hi, I'm a whaler. I should have put the babies surrounding the big one. Might tinker with that, who knows. Good to know these work, though. And realistically, yes, I could be doing this off camera, but this is also part of the game, is having whales be here. So, I mean, you're kind of just watching my walkthrough of the game. And I fixed it to not say out for Cinder. He now says hour like he's supposed to. Randomly did that in between these videos. Alright, I think that's finally all the whales. Didn't know you could do that. I might put an item back here. Have to be a good one though. That could legitimately just be a master ball spot though. Just the way it's just so tucked out, hidden out of the way. Ooh, one more. Now we're technically back in the docks. Quasar Archipelago. Quasar Archipelago is Rayquaza, if you weren't putting that together. We're not getting our foot in the water until this repel wears off. Damn it. It's gonna wear off the moment I get in here. At one point, I messed up, but before this game actually got released, or before I started doing this version of it, apparently this area did not have wild Pokemon in it. So like all of the dragons you were supposed to be able to catch here were not catchable. And yes, this is a level 45 Dragonite. That is mine. Barney impersonator. I'm just naming him Barney because his shiny always reminds me of that. Alright, cool. We got our Dragonite. And there are 3 islands that all have, or 3 parts of this that are all connected, but it's, legend has it, there was once 3 massive dragons that used to terrorize this land. They would pillage and burn everything, they saw that they wanted to eat. One day, some unknown beast showed up and took all 3 of them down. They say these dragons were so dense that the sand of these islands were formed in their bones and their scales. But there's 3 different sections of this, but that are all connected in a little spot like that. They all have different items. They all have the same Pokemon. The gym is in the bottom. In the middle is the center and the mart. Wow. That was a dark one. They are not nice here. They're pretty pompous. I'm actually rereading this. I hope you haven't been neglecting areas to train. There are so many places you may be able to return to, or that you may have passed on your way here. The game was designed to be played semi-open world, but you don't want to go too far, or you may become underleveled. Okay. I wasn't really expecting the lady to drop a nugget of wisdom. Real happy I did not end up with Drudigon. Flygon could have been dope. There's no Megas. Did that thing just one-shot? Oh wait, that's Dragon Claw, it's not the 2-piece that it was. Okay, we're definitely gonna pop a repel. Hydreigon. King Ghidorah, ladies and gentlemen. I was so hyped for this until I got it and was just underwhelmed because it needed so much of the correct EV training. And by the time you get it in the game, or fully evolved in the game, like you've already pretty much beaten the game because it takes so long. Repel, that's what I was doing. I got lost in my black and white memories. Ooh, you're a big one. I love that you can pick things up on the shore while surfing, though. I've been standing guard at this doorway for over 6 decades. There is a being of legend that sits dormant down below. Even though it sleeps down there, we mustn't never say its name. We must never say its name. I was hearing mustn't. I'm always thinking about it, so it feeds off and sleeps with me. If anyone else learns what is down there, the beast may awaken and wreak havoc once more. If it is released, then she would have been buried in the pyramid for nothing. The soul man looks down as if in total fear. Please do not go down there and disturb the beast. It may be one of the 6 greater beings, but no trainer is meant to hold the power and hold that power and Gira. The beast knows it cannot be contained. It will allow you to catch it and wait for its moment to take control of you. Of all things wrong with your father, even he was smart enough to not go down there. Don't do it. So, as any good trainer would do, Agrissius Orb. You know Pokemon. As you look into the hole, you feel a dark sensation wash over you. Are those eyes? Yeah. Time to die. Because we can't catch you, because you're an event legendary. Maybe in the pyramid we'll get lucky. But this one's gotta die. Makes you wonder, was this the dragon that took down the big 3 dragons that created the island? Bloop, all gone. And he does not change anything. So don't read him again. Just don't do it. Ooh, little island. Great Grandpa Lance. You're the prince, right? Your father. He must be stopped. I've had these visions of him and an unknown Pokemon standing on top of ashes that are our region. If you cannot defeat him, his darkness will swallow this world. What was the first thing he said? Oh, did he die? Okay. This man is clearly not doing well. Cool. You can hear me. Save us. Someone said that they saw a lighthouse when they were being drugged down into wherever we are. Please, if you see a lighthouse, take a look around and see if you can find where they hit us. Just be warned, these goons beat us all in battle easily. And you can't find where they are until after the postgame. Just gotta clarify that. Okay, now we're back down at the tail. Surf our way back up to here. Cool. There's the mart. Yes. So that island is straight over from the Pokemart and the Poke Center. And just like every other area that's full of water, there's a bunch of those. Alright, didn't crash. Good to know. There weren't sprites for stuff like this readily available, so I just kind of made do. And I was 100% thinking of Sceptile whenever I went and did that move. But I'm cool with the burn. Alright, that's the area we left off on. And we told you the story of the three beasts, of the three great dragons. Let's tell you a different origin. It is said that long ago, three massive dragonites used to call these islands home. It started as one small island, but as they grew, they started adding to their land over time. They built what we see here. However, once the people came, the dragons split up and went into hiding, never to be seen again. I dream of seeing massive dragon-type Pokemon, but I doubt we'll ever see something like that. He looked down, defeated, knowing that there will never be something like that in the region. So, history basically says that there were three big dragonites. One of them said that they died and became the islands. One of them said that they built the islands. And that's the Stale Sea up there. We'll come back to that later after this gym. And there was Dragon Fang up here, Dragon Tail down there, Dragon Claw in the middle. I'm proud of myself for figuring that one out. Ooh, piece of candy. Such a beautiful little lighthouse. I wonder how many romantic stories over time have involved it. I prefer to be here alone, but you know what? A battle might be the next best thing. Ooh, is this a challenger? It's the electric challenger. I was not prepared for this. You're just a rock type now, right? Yeah. Still probably the best thing to toss in. Ooh. This just got really dangerous. Something like a brick break, and I'm okay. Thunderbolt's the best you're doing. Make sure you always take note of what Pokemon they're using, because those Pokemon are always part of their main team, and then because you'll have to fight all of them in the pyramid. Boop. Alright. Ooh. Another pearl. Yeah, I did think I decided I'm putting a Master Ball down in that little area that's way hidden down there. There's just so much stuff to catch and so many legendaries going to be spread out. I feel like it's not horrible to just give you a bunch of Master Ball. Not a bunch, but a decent amount of Master Ball. Alright, Geeko, we're going to start this off with you. We're probably not getting through this whole gym today, but dragons were once considered the supreme beings besides maybe psychic types. But that was a long time ago. The good old days of Pokemon. Back when you were a dragon, you did special attack. Or I guess even further back, you just used the special stat. This gym actually might not be an issue since we're leveled up so high now. You're gonna have to wait like 10 minutes, but okay. Then I'll take you out. Oh, you just want to move the blanket. Okay. Yep, that'll do it. Oh, baby. Shouldn't be too much longer. I probably could have just Ghost Balled there for a victory. Shadow Bulb, whatever you want to call it. Teehee. I was gonna say, I knew it was kind of squishy, but that wasn't a crit. That would have been crazy. Alright, hit them all with that 2-piece and a biscuit. Geeko definitely needs some healing. Fun fact, our gym leader has mild agoraphobia. As you see him sitting here staring into the darkness, which is pretty ironic considering about the fact that dragons are meant to be free roaming creatures of flight. Boom. Man, if they use their moves correctly, which probably just means we're gonna get caught super off guard by the gym leader. Wow, gonna get caught. That was hard for me to say. We're probably gonna get caught by them just solely because his moves will actually be built. I still stumbled on it that last time. Enough talking. We're here to find out if you're worth our leader's time. Yep, die. Honestly, I probably could have switched in and started building off the other one again. Got it. I wanted to see how Lugia would be handling this. Beautifully is the correct answer. 25. Ooh, we might have time to smack this gym leader if we hurry. Probably should have just flown back up here. Them randomly all walking a step to the left was actually really funny. I must have copied and pasted them from someone who walked to the left. Can we just do this? I don't like small talk. Amari and Hampton's out? What the? Man, my teams just keep getting worse this season. Off topic. Any of your guys' fantasy football teams playing like shit this year? Let me know. I'm having my literal worst year of fantasy ever. Besides like the one league that I normally do really shitty in. That one I'm actually like 3-1 going to 4-1. Makes no sense. But I can't complain because winning one league covers the other 4. It's crazy because I don't endorse gambling at all, but this is like paying for an experience to play with friends. It's like the same thing as having a home Texas Hold'em tournament or something, where you're just sitting there with your 8 buddies, drinking or smoking or doing whatever, having a good time, eating Cheerios. Yeah, this guy in a double battle is probably pretty gross with the Latios combination. Oh man. Damn. Done. Okay. Alright. Dragon Gym. Done. You are now the master of dragon. You beat me fair and square. I may not be Lance, but I am one of the best dragon masters you will find. When you see my son Kaiban and what he has planned, you will see what dragons can really do. That's the dude that said, "Behold the power of my 3 blue and white dragons." If you want to play this game, go to link in the description after you copy and paste it into the search bar. Remove the space before.com and the space before.gg, and those will take you to where you need to go. That is not the correct one. It connects through this, doesn't it? Yep. There you go. Stacy. Alright, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for watching. Please, download the game. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you don't. I'm just the creator of the game. I just want to know if you like it. That's why I never tell you to do anything like or subscribe, because I don't care about that stuff. I care about you playing the game and knowing if you like it. Because it's free. Because I love everybody, and Nintendo would kill me otherwise. Have a wonderful